Welcome to Daily Overdose.
A little job can give you a big opportunity. Don't tell me you want this stage and you can't stand at that door. Don't tell me. No. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Before I ever stood on a stage, I cleaned one at an old Baptist church. When everybody left, I stayed vacuuming when nobody was there. That's how I got the microphone. I didn't get a microphone because I can talk the best. I didn't get a microphone because I can sing the best. I got a microphone because serving kept elevating me everywhere of my life. If you work at McDonald's, you better work that thing. If they put you on fries, you better get on fries, and you better be in there like, yep, it's Friday, yeah, it's Friday. No, it's not, it's Monday, no, it's Friday, yeah, it's Friday. And they put you on burgers. You got to get on burgers, you got to be like, yeah, watch me flip, yeah, watch me, yeah, watch me flip, yeah, watch me, and they be like, yo, this guy's. And then before you know it, they got you at the register like, yep, do you want a number one? Yep, there's a number one right there. Would you like a number two? There's a number two. Have a great day. Would you like suicide? Have a happy meal. And they're like, oh my God. And then all of a sudden, you're the manager, and you're like, yep, I need you over there. I need you on fries. I need you on burger. I need you at the register. Yep, I need you to get that paper. Yep, I need you. Yep, you take a sick day. And then before you know it, you own 6 of those things. Why? Because you started with a little, and you worked what God gave you, and you elevated yourself to the top. Stop waiting for the big. God says, I gave you enough. Now use what you got. You might be able to outsing me, but can you outserve me? Can you outserve me? There's so many people who want to lead that can't follow. I'm saying this because everybody wants to get to the top. Everybody wants to top. Hey man, when am I going to get on top? When am I going to get on top? If you're trying to get on top, I need you to work the level you're on right now. Can you clean bathrooms? Can you sing for the kids? Maybe singing for the kids might be the thing that gets the whole world knowing your name. But because you think it's small and insignificant, you won't even do it. You're so thirsty and hungry for something big, not realizing that something little, something small is the one thing that you need to take you to the next level. I have a newsflash right now that I want to say to everybody who's sitting in the front, everybody who's sitting in the back, you have enough right now to change your life. You have enough right now to flip this world upside down. You have enough. You got enough power. You got enough anointing. You got enough grace. You got enough patience. You got enough gifting to make your money, get out of debt, get yourself together, and change everything about your world. I love single people are so funny to me. They're sitting in Starbucks and they got themselves a book and they reading to themselves and they got the latte and they're just reading and they're in a quiet space and they're doing good and everything's fine and they're just like, this is a good day. I'm just coming out by myself. I'm just gonna have a day by myself and I'm just gonna read and this is good. And then all of a sudden, here comes a married couple. They come and walk right on in and then they kind of sit near a table near you and they're just sitting there and they're holding hands, you know what I'm saying? And they're looking into each other's eyes and they're just like this. And the single person you see God, you see that I ain't got nothing in my life. You see, I just wish if I just had somebody to hold a hand with, if I could just have somebody just to snuggle with, if I could just sip somebody else's latte and they could sip my latte, it would be so good. Little does a single person know the married people sitting at the table saying, oh my goodness, that look good. She's all by herself. No, if I could just get a day alone, if I could just get my thoughts to myself. Oh God, this hand is good. But I wish I could read a book sometime. I wish I could take a day by myself. And the married people looking at the single person like, and the single person looking at the married people like, and the enemy got us all messed up because he wants you not to see that you're blessed right where you are, you're whole right where you are, you're complete right where you are. He wants you to spend your life looking at what you don't have instead of using what you got. And I want to talk to the person who spends all your time talking about every problem you have and what's wrong and what failed and what's messed up and how it's not coming together. I need you to do me a favor. Stop talking about your storm and start talking to your storm. That's right. Stop talking about the cancer and start talking to the cancer. Stop talking about the depression and start talking to the depression. And you got to look at your depression and say, depression, you got to get out my life. You got to get out my house. Why? Because this body doesn't belong to you. This mind doesn't belong to you. You got to stop talking about the sickness and you got to start talking to the sickness. And you got to tell the sickness, you got about 3 hours. You got about 3 days left in my life. You got to start talking to the chaos. You got to look your Goliath in the face and say, Goliath, I'm not backing up. I'm not backing down. You got to stand flat foot and talk to your storm. Stop talking about how bad the job is. Start talking to the job. You got to wake up every morning and say, this job is great. This job is good. This job is blessed. And because I have this job, I'm walking in on assignment. And because I'm in my assignment, I just know that this office is going to be filled with the best stuff that it needs to be filled with. Why? Because you stopped talking about it and you started talking to it. Start talking to poverty. Stop talking about poverty and start talking to poverty and say, poverty, you are not welcomed in my life. Poverty, you are not welcomed in my home. Matter of fact, I crowned you a landlord right now. You are the landlord of your life and you have the right to serve an eviction notice over every tenant in your life that don't belong there. I dare you to serve an eviction notice over cancer. I dare you to serve an eviction notice over poverty. I dare you to serve an eviction notice over lack. You got to tell lack, get out my life. You don't belong here. You don't need to be in this room. Get away from me. Why? Because I'm the landlord here and I speak to my storm and I tell my storm, peace, be still. You got to say something different. If you want to see something different, you got to say something different. Many of us, we love to read motivation. Many of us, we love to hear motivation. You can't just hear motivation. You got to speak motivation. You got to say what I'm saying. Don't just hear it and walk away from the video. No, you got to stop and say, what I just heard, I got to repeat. And come on, right now, you got to hear what I'm saying and you got to repeat it. I am winning. You're not losing. I'm winning. Come on, I'm overcoming. I'm getting through this. I'm overcoming this challenge. I'm going to get through this mountain. I am going to make it to my destiny. I'm going to see my promise. I'm going to reach my future. I am going to build my legacy. I am going to have these kids. I am going to find that special person. I am going to get this degree. I am going to buy that house. I am going to do it. I'm not just hearing it. I'm going to speak it into my life because my words can change and shift my world.
Thank you for watching our videos. Please like and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss another video.